All right, guys, welcome. We are going to be managing the portfolio quick. I've only got about 15 minutes this morning before I've got to get rolling. So let's pull some of this stuff out here. Going to pull up the portfolio. I got a couple positions that might be giving us some trouble, namely Rocket Lab. Um, Looks like my call strike is on the verge of being breached. I have a strangle on this. Um, It was looking pretty good until they came out with the news. Two pieces of news hit. One was that they signed an agreement with NASA to have 3 launches, and the second one is they are acquiring. I forget the name of the company, but there was some news that broke that they are acquiring a company, which the market reacted favorably to. So what we have to do now is see if we got to do anything on this. Not quite sure, but we will pull open the portfolio. Okay, so I almost got the portfolio open. Um, see what we got going on here. Micron, 1144 still. This son of a bitch won't stop going up. Although I think I might buy a put here. Should I buy a put? Whenever I buy a put, I get burned, and then I tell myself I'm not going to do that anymore. Um, but there's somebody selling. The thing is there's somebody selling this this big candle, this big candle. There was another one. Somebody is taking profits, and if you can time it right, you make a lot of money. But then it just rebounds back up, and you get hosed. So let's see here. I got to make sure I'm going live. I don't know if I have any watchers. We'll see. Um, Let me pull this open. Got nobody watching right now. Or do I have any? If you're watching something in the chat, let me know you're here. Otherwise, we're going to just pull up in the portfolio, and you guys can watch this after the fact. I know not everybody sits at their desk all day long like me. All right, so here's the portfolio. My Micron puts are doing great. Again, I've got an 800 put that expires Friday. This is almost down to nothing. I sold that for 239, so I'm going to make an easy 239 bucks. I sold it last Friday. I thought it was a good trade. I thought Micron would stay bullish, and it's proven to be the case. And then this 550 put out in July. This was I put on pre-earnings, and that's doing great as well. So let's see here. Trade. I just gotta. I'm really debating. I don't like to day trade because I always get caught. Yeah, see, I really, I'm not gonna do it. I really want to buy a put on Micron sometime today, but I think it wants to keep going higher. So I'm just going to stick to the mechanics today and see what we got. All right. So I also have this 550 put. This one into earnings. This is a huge bid-ask spread, mainly because it's so far out of the money. I sold this for 575. So I'm just going to sit tight. It's using up a lot of buying power, but it should almost be a free $575 by the time we get to the end of July. Or maybe I can put in a close order for like $1. If I want to free up some buying power before then, I might try to do that. My Intel put. This one's doing great. We sold a put on Intel. Let's go look at it. It was Rocket Lab. That's at 99. Okay. Okay. Intel. I had a feeling it was a little overdone. I'm gonna go to the daily. We sold a put for $1.55, expiring in July, like July 17th, and now we're up. So for the way that I trade, this sucker is done for. I am getting out of this. I'm collecting my 65 bucks. I'm gonna hit close. If I can get 90 cents out of the deal, preview, send that sucker. Just wait a second, give it a little bit. We might get the extra 1 penny and make 65 bucks on that trade. ON. Okay, this is ON Semiconductor. There we go. Got the Intel. So I have a sticky note, guys. I have a board that I made. I'll have to show it sometime. Sticky note, Intel 100 put for $1.55, made $65. Put that up on the win column. And then at the end of the week, I add up all my wins. I hardly have any losses. Sometimes I do. Add those up, and then we make our deposit. So ON, they had that announcement that they were acquiring a company all stock. The market didn't like it, tanked it, making a little bit of a rebound. So this is still well within our range. We sold a naked strangle, 2 contracts on this one. We're up $26 on the trade. That means 13 per 13 per trade. These expire in 2 weeks, right? So if I open up Tasty, go to ON, it's a 95.6 IV. When I put the trade on, it was 104.2. So you can see that if you look at the chart here, it's gone up quite a bit. It went up from 88 to 91. It went up $3, but my options are making money because the implied volatility dropped by almost 10 points. So this trade is still good. We're just going to leave this on. Move on to the next one. Take a look. Akamai put down 25 bucks. Let's see where that's at. Oh, why? Why is my put down? I was better. It's a 105 put, so it's at 117. So I'm still $12 out of the away from my strike, which is good. So this just needs a little more time, and maybe there's a big bid ask spread on this something. Oh yeah, $22.40. So once this closes a little bit more as the market kind of settles in, I sold it for $1.55. So I'm about even on this one. Maybe I should put in a sell order. We'll just see if we get hit today. Who knows? Sometimes. So I sold it for $1.55. I'm gonna close it for $1.05. Try and make $50. We'll see if that hits today. It probably won't, but we'll see. Okay. So next, the AMD. Why the hell is that not down so far? 750, 350. I was up like 100 some bucks. The IV must have shot up on this. Oh, AMD 557. All right. So this one, not too worried, guys. This is still 200 bucks out of the money to the call side. Okay, and this one expires end of July, I believe. So we got a lot of time left in this one. Yep, July 31st. This does not trade over earnings. Earnings are August 4th. So I am just playing the probability that this stock doesn't jump 200 more points or like 42% by the time July hits and earnings and all that. We'll see. We'll see. Look at this. We've tried right here 3 times. Look at this. Right here. Boom, boom, boom. This 560, 564 range. We'll see if it pushes up through that or if it falls back down a little bit. What's Micron doing? 1148. Good thing I did not buy my put. Although it's starting to wick out right on this little level right here. This is where that guy started selling yesterday. Shoot, I actually caught this move yesterday. Which was awesome. It's also, I don't like white knuckling it a lot, but I did catch that move, made a little decent amount of money. Maybe the same seller comes in today and does the same thing and we catch a move and get in, get out. We will see. Okay, next, what's Rocket Labs at 99? That's the one that's given us a little bit of heat. Wow, a little bit. Too much heat. Apple, I'm down on Apple. This was a whoopsies. I was going to day trade this thing and forgot the position on. Idiot. But anyway, Apple's pushing up to 285. I still think we're okay. We're below our call. We'll just see what happens. The put side on Apple is down pretty far, right? So our put is, and this expires in 2 weeks. So we're okay. The put's 250. Maybe I want to roll that up. Maybe I should roll that up. Let's see. Let's go out to the 4 hour. 250. We're way down here. I mean, I could probably roll this thing up to the 270. I'm going to see how it reacts today. We will see if this was just, if, because we took this massive drop when they announced that they raised other prices and we're rebounding a little bit, but do we come back down or are they like, no, that was overblown. We're going to go back up to 300. We have to wait and see. If it starts making a move up past these wicks or pushing towards those, I'm going to definitely roll this call up or this put up probably to 270 or even 275 at these lows where it bounced. Collect some premium and see if we can get out of the trade, for maybe a break even. I don't want to roll it out in time, but we'll see. When do they actually report? They report earnings July 30th. So I got the July 17th, so I can only go out a week. I don't want to trade it over earnings. So we'll see. I might have messed up. I might have to take a loss on that stupid gamble. And then finally, Rocket Lab, guys. Rocket Lab, just breached my call. I had 100 call on this, and they got two pieces of good news. So it's right at it. So I'm going to see what it does here. I'm going to see if it pushes up to this 107. My basis on this trade is 775. So if it comes back down, good. See, now we're down below 100. So it's got to watch this. I don't want to get too scared right away and start rolling up puts, and then it sells off. What I might do is I am kind of bullish on Rocket Lab, especially after the news that came out. So what we could probably do is, since I sold that 100 and my basis on the trade, the amount I collected is 775, what I was looking at doing is just protecting my upside a little bit in case it does blow through that. Maybe like buy the 107, sell the 125. Well, that's not right. Buy the 107, sell the 125, and then down here I could sell I could probably sell the 88 or 87, collect a credit, and then I'm protected all the way up to 125, and then I would just have an 88, I'd have a naked put at 88, or I could just go look, protect myself. Maybe I go something like buy this. That's $1.13 debit. Maybe I go down further. But anyway, there's some things I could do. I might put on a bullish trade in order to counteract this strangle going wrong. I don't really want to mess with Rocket Lab over earnings, but I'm going to see how this $100 level holds. There's a chance it could shoot up to this 107. There's also a chance it could come right back down. So this is one where we just wait and see. Maybe roll up to put, or maybe put on something bullish. Again, guys, this was real quick. That's the portfolio management for today. I got some meetings I got to get to. We'll see you in the next one.